back. We are finally back. Sorry for the being MIA for about a week. I think I streamed last Monday, and then I got pretty sick after that. And I didn't really my throat was feeling really bad. I didn't want to compound on the issue by sitting and talking for several hours while playing Magic. So instead, I rested, and I got a lot better. And now we're back, and probably streaming unless there's any other random hiccups that happen throughout the week. So anyway, as I promised, I posted on Twitter when I started getting sick that I would come back, and I would be playing the Matt Souls 5-0 list from 2 weeks ago, I think. I forget who called it White Steel, but I saw the name somewhere, and I really like the name, so I've been calling it White Steel. I don't know if that's the official name or anything, but that's what it is for now. This deck looks sweet, and I've been wanting to kind of give it a try. I've been really into Chalice of the Void recently. I think Chalice of the Void is in a really good spot in the meta, and I wanted to try different different just Stompy shells with it, essentially, but I like white cards. I don't want to play just Eldrazi Stompy, or Steel Stompy, or Red Stompy. So I was toying with Soldier Stompy, White Eldrazi, and I saw this list. I was like, yeah, this looks sweet. This looks up my alley. So we're going to mess around with this as soon as I get... There we go. So Cardboard Live going. I don't have a lot to say about the deck because I don't really know the ins and outs of what a lot of the good matchups or bad matchups are. But on paper, I think you're just like a lot of Stompy decks where you're prone to some clunky draws. You have 30 mana sources between Mox Diamonds and lands, so sometimes you'll flood out if you don't win with some early lock pieces and such. But you also have just a lot of really good hate cards. Just a lot of main deck hate cards too. Storm's never going to beat Nethostorm Canonist in the main deck. Reanimator's not going to beat a Containment Priest if you just have it on turn 1 with a Mox Diamond or something. Ballista, especially in tandem with Steel Overseer and stuff, is just going to mow down a lot of the creature decks. And Chalice of the Void. It has been a strong pillar next to the blue cantrip decks, I suppose. And then the sideboard, I assume there's some stuff for the more controlling matchups. Palace Jailer, Eldrazi Displacer, the Batterskull. I don't really know what that Basilisk collar is for. It's really good with Walking Ballista, aggro maybe? You gain life, shoot down anglers and stuff. I don't know. Basilisk collar plus Thalia means that they can't attack. But Outpost for stuff like Grixis, Crucible, and the Ghost Quarter for some of the control matchups. Probably not Miracles, but Grixis, I imagine this package is not the worst. Crucible, obviously, kind of sketchy against the Kolaghan's Command deck, but... Then you have Thorns. The one of Surgical in your Chalice deck. I don't know if this should be a... Hey, all the time. Glad you're hyped for Kingdom Hearts as well. Surgical could be a fairy, or maybe just a second Rest in Peace or something. But maybe it's for punishing fire matchups? Because this deck does not seem super strong against punishing fire. There is just a very notable lack of any sort of high end for this deck. Your goal is to kill them very quickly. Your high end is casting a big ballista, or just pumping a bunch of artifact creatures with the Steel Overseer. You don't really have Recruiter for a bunch of Flicker Wisps, or main deck Palace Jailer, or just Mirran Crusader. You have put equipment on semi-clunky dudes. You don't even have any flyers. How soft is this deck to... This deck actually feels pretty soft to Turbo Depths, which I'm not used to. You have, what? 4 Wasteland, 2 Karakas. Oof. Yeah, I don't like this deck's Turbo Depths matchup now that I'm looking at it. But, I mean, Displacer does a good job in that matchup, too. Jailer, Blessed Alliance, Surgical, Crucible Ghost Quarter. So, I don't know. Obviously, you can't be good against everything in the main deck, right? So, anyway, enough talking about this deck, because I don't know a lot about it. I have no experience piloting it. It just kind of looks sweet, and I want to challenge some people. Dropping in at grad school to be a Keyblade Master. I was talking to my coworker today about Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out tomorrow, and he was like, yeah, you should just call in sick tomorrow and just play Kingdom Hearts 3 all day. I thought about it. But no, I was sick last week. I spent a couple days home from work. I worked from home, but... I worked from home those days, but I was like, nah, probably not gonna Just do that again. In the same pay period. Alright, what did we play last time? Oh yeah, we played Tithe Taker Taxes. Ugh. What a dumpster fire that was. Tithe Taker, not legacy playable. Don't play Tithe Taker, folks. I just want to turn one chalice some people. Also, this deck, I assume its matches will go faster, since as a Stompy deck, your matches just tend to play out a lot faster. You don't really have the grind potential that Death and Taxes does. The reason to stay home Wednesday is not Kingdom Hearts 3. Instead, it'll be negative 20 degrees. That's true. We do live far enough south that it's like not horrible wind chill, but further north in the Midwest, they're getting absolutely demolished by this fucking cold front. I have friends in Minneapolis, and I saw a Twitter post today that's supposed to be like negative 50 with wind chill, and like Chicago it's supposed to be like negative 40 or something. So yeah, don't die if you're out there. Yeah, negative 20 is still definitely horrible, but luckily my outside part of my day consists of like me walking from my apartment to my car, which is like 20 feet, and then from my car to my the building that I work in, which is like several 100 feet. Yeah, something like that, 100, 200 feet. So I just have to be in the cold for a solid minute and a half for all of Wednesday. But they also might cancel. They also might say, like, stay home, work at home tomorrow. Or, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. But we'll see. That'd be nice. Anyhow. The Stream Deck, or not, is Cardboard Live up? Is this working? Yeah, main deck Containment Priest. I also, the thing about this deck that I don't really get is why are there main deck Containment Priests and sideboard Displacers? I feel like there should be some sort of split between the two, or like Displacer in the main deck or something. Containment Priest is just a 2/2 with Flash and a lot of matchups in Legacy. So like maybe you're just going for like maximizing your main deck hate card potential, but it seems like Eldrazi Displacer is the way one main deckable card, or just like a split and play the rest on the sideboard. Why would they cancel work? It's not snow. Being cold doesn't cause accidents. I don't know, maybe. They're really big about safety at Boeing. Oh god. Damn it, Moto. Wow, last deck seen 8 days ago. Turbo Depths. I hope not. I don't think this deck is super strong against Turbo Depths. Well, I'm probably supposed to keep any hand that just has like turn 1 Chalice on 1. So Plains, Mox, Pitch, other Plains, Chalice. Next turn I have like Wasteland plus Containment Priest. Thanks for the bit, Aisha9. Alright, yeah, this looks like probably Depths. Ooh, Overseer. I mean, I guess with Factory too, we're probably just overseeing. I'm gonna nap. Let me know if I get usurped by army or something. Yeah, I'll let you know. Oh no, my factory. That's mean. Ooh, second Steel Overseer. I like that. This factory's getting wastelanded, so... Do I want to hold this wasteland to try to play around my opponent doing something? My opponent might want to wasteland my wasteland, so I think I do. White Steel. Yeah. I stole it from Matt Soul. 5-0'd with it a couple weeks ago or something. Alright, well, he's almost 100% gonna wasteland this factory, but might as well pump it. Ooh, lots of Wastelands. I like that. Got to play some Legacy today. Nice. Always good to play Legacy. I don't love wastelanding this Bayou when my opponent has an unanswered Bob in play. Do I just force my opponent to crack this Wasteland? Just animate the factory attack. I'll have Wasteland Mox Diamond up after that. I can play Priest or use the Wasteland. I think I'm attacking with a Steel Overseer as well. I just need to, like, get this game over with. Yep. Reveals Thoughtseize. That's fine. If he casts it, we just flash in Containment Priest. What's up, Dominic? It's looking pretty promising. Yeah, I thought they're... No, we're getting a little lucky here, I think, but... With drawing, like, double Wasteland and such. Can I just eat this Bob? That's probably fine, right? Do we get punished? My opponent can't crop rotation, because we have Chalice. And they can't play stage because they just play Depths. So I think I can just eat this Dark Confidant here. I think you maybe want to play one Wasteland first. I think the Factory is more... We didn't have the second Wasteland when we played the Factory. So it's attacking, putting them to 10. It's not lethal. But it's close. Is it better to attack for 4 and make my guys 4/4s? Put them to 12. No. This turn you could have animated with a waste to induce a waste on a tapped waste. I think the Factory is still less important than either of the Wastelands. Like, the Wasteland just stops Depths from killing me. Which is my only concern. Like, I don't need the Factory to win the game. I have 2 Steel Overseers in play. I'd rather just keep a bunch of Wastelands in case they go just, like, multiple Dark Depths and combos and try to beat me that way. Because I don't think I can win. Or I don't think I can lose if I just have 2 Steel Overseers and play in 2 Wastelands. I think that game's just over. Is this a Deck and Stone matchup? Certainly a matchup for these guys. Don't think it's a matchup for any of these. Thorn does not seem particularly strong. 4 main board Containment Priest? Yeah, I don't know. Metzel is on something. 4 main deck Containment Priest? No deck synergy. No main deck synergy. The Displacers are in the sideboard. Like, I don't know why these Containment Priests are here. We drew 2 of them in that game, and they were just like, oh, these are literally just Flash Bears. So I think all this stuff probably comes in. What comes out? Man, does not want to lose this. Yeah, I guess you're, like, never losing to Reanimator with this deck. 69 cards in the main deck. What are we cutting? Canonist probably sucks. Does anyone try to ask him? No, I don't know how to contact Metzel. I barely know who he is. I think he's like a known quantity of like MTGO Legacy people, but I don't know who he is. He's a 4-color lone player actually, right? I think he is. Is this gonna be an accident like pre-board? I think maybe. I just copied his 5/0 deck list. Would explain the Batterskull on the sideboard. Needs the main in order to facilitate displacement. I feel like there should be a split, though. Like, you play some amount of Displacers and Containment Priests in the main, just for, like, the synergy. Oh, wait, yeah, it should be... Speaking of Containment Priests, we're cutting all of these. I like GTA's Sword well enough. They're good against, Dark Confidants. We have a lot of good stuff against Dark Confidant. Is Chalice good against Turbo Depths? It turns off some of their deck, but... What am I cutting? This list is something. Could cut, like, a Thalia. Could cut all the Chalices. I don't mind that. Yeah, Chalice seems like pretty medium. It does beat crop rotation, which is something I like. Turns them off of, like, crop rotation. Oh, yeah, my opponent couldn't Thoughtseize me last game. We had Chalice. Turns off hand disruption and, like... What would I bring in, though? I'm cutting these 4. I'm down to 59 cards. Bringing, like, a Canonist seems bad. 12 seconds. Cut a Thalia. God. Panic. Shave a Mystic. Shave a second Mystic. Go. I probably should have shaved a second Thalia, actually. Then you can put on 1 and 2 and turn off all their land search. Yeah, I probably should cut a second Thalia, but whatever. Shave on Chalice. Maybe. I don't know. Too busy deliberating, not enough, figuring out. I like GTA well enough. It kills Bobs and stuff, which is pretty important. It's gonna be a lot better with a Soul Land. Or better yet, a Mox Diamond. Am I keeping this, though? This feels like a D&T hand. Which I guess you do draw sometimes. This hand feels like... I mean, we have Wasteland, but that's it, right? We could have better hands. We could also have worse hands, like... Eh. We're also, like, mulliganing against the Thoughtseize deck. We're on the draw with this hand, though, and this hand is pretty obnoxiously slow. Turn 2 Chalice on the draw. Jite's really slow. Yeah, I think this hand might suck. Besides the Wasteland. Oh, maybe I was just kind of land. I boarded in a Ghost Quarter. That's probably it. Ooh, this hand is... Oh, it's got Karakas, so... This hand's decent. Probably don't want that. This Mox Diamond doesn't really do a lot. Position, sure. Take Revoker, probably. This hand is super slightly below. Yeah, it's definitely not, like, great, but it's got some tools. I don't want to take the Overseer, alright. Yeah, sometimes Stompy has some clunker draws. We can also discard the Tomb, right? Although Life Loss probably doesn't matter a whole lot. But, like, what am I doing with these Mox Diamonds? I go Plains, Mox Diamond, discard Tomb Revoker. The second diamond is perfect. Now we can cast a 4-drop. Play our Palace Jailer here. That Mox Diamond is like an Ancient Tomb that doesn't deal damage and makes white. Yeah, but you don't need white, and, like, eventually I might need 4. I, like, would like to have 4 mana, right? If I draw Walking Ballista, and I go land Mox Diamond, discard this Ancient Tomb, then I'm sad. I'm definitely not playing 2 diamonds. I'm not crazy. One of these diamonds is sitting in my hand for the rest of this game. Play both and play Revoker on Mox Diamond. Diamond, discard Tomb, Diamond, discard Plains, revoke Mox Diamond, go. I feel like I just want a Tomb Revoker go. Make the decision on these Mox Diamonds later. Needle can name things on lands, though, which is not always... You can name, like, Thespian Stage, which is a big deal. Probably just name a Hex Mage here. Draw that, Ballista. Oops. Would 100% never play that Tomb this game. If I had discarded the Tomb last turn, I would have been really sad to draw Ballista right here, right? Would have easily just been able to go... Like, if I drew Ballista, I could just go, like, Karakas, land, discard, or Mox Diamond, discard Plains, Revoker, or Ballista on 2, shoot down the Bob. I don't think the life loss matters a whole lot against the 2020 deck. Trade. Dang. Or like if I drew Jailer. We do have the 1 of Jailer. So if I discard the 2 and turns off my Eldrazi Displacers. I didn't think he was going to trade when I attacked. Like, it would have been nice if he did, but I was just like, I'm in the damage race. I'm the aggressor in this matchup. I'm going to attack when we're battling 2/1s. Walking Ballista? Mm. Am I supposed to keep attacking now? 2 Bobs? Probably still win the race, right? They have 2 Bobs. I attack, they go to 15. They attack, I go to 12. Talk about giving your opponent options. Yeah, my opponent had the option of taking the damage or, like, doing this horrible block. Whereas if I don't attack, my opponent has the option of, like, not doing anything and not taking 2 damage. I'm not giving them options. I'm enacting my game plan. Like, yes, they can choose whether or not they want to block, and that's totally fine because I'm, like, either outcome is the one I want. You don't know that block is bad. Ooh, Lily Last Hope. That's not good for me. Hex Mage. Really want to draw Walking Ballista. Should name it Lilith Roger. I did briefly consider it, but I didn't think it was actually... Oh yeah, they have the Wasteland. I was like, wait, why did they attack? But they have this Wasteland. It's probably dead unless we draw, like, Ballista. Overseer first Liliana. What are the odds that we live? None. It's all relevant. Yeah, exactly. It's all relevant when we're dead. But I don't think that attack was wrong. I mean, like, I'm attacking there 100% of the time. Maybe my opponent dies to these Bobs. Like, that's my game plan. Opponent's at 8. Just needs to flip, like, consecutive 2-drops for a couple turns. Can you ping off your own Bobs? You can. Probably want to start thinking about it. Deck so far seems worse than Steel Stompy. Yeah. I like white cards. And I also, like, hate Steel Stompy. So. Nice. The 3rd Mox Diamond. How could we possibly lose? But yeah, these are the problems with, obviously, like, every Stompy deck, is sometimes you just draw a bunch of your super clunky fast mana. And not your, proactive pieces. Yeah, that article is definitely, like, a good article to read and think about. But it's not like it was a bluff attack or anything. I wasn't, like, trying to induce my opponent to make an action. I was trying to kill my opponent, and if they decided to block, I was okay with that outcome. No factory block. They have a Wasteland and a Ghost Quarter. I could, like, try it, force them to do it, but... Yeah, they're killing their own Bob. Smart. But we draw Ballista. Oh, never mind, we're super dead. Ah, just in time for Phyrexian Revoker. Back to the sideboard, drawing board. They played their own Mox Diamond. Yeah, that's... They're winning the Mox race. I should have played out all 3 of my Moxes to exert dominance. Kind of want, like, the Batterskull plan more, now that they boarded into, like, the Liliana plan. I like Batterskull more in that sort of matchup. Anyway, I probably should have cut another Thalia and kept 3 Stoneforges at least. I could probably bring in the 4th and just, like, cut all my Thalias. Got that SoFi. SoFi is fine. Like, things that grind are good against... It's weird because you want things that, like, answer your opponent's creatures in this matchup, and you also want things that buff your X1s out of Lily range and such. I think SoFi is probably better. Like, what am I bringing in? I'm probably bringing in Stoneforge and Batterskull, and I'm probably cutting, like, just 2 Thalias. I can see cutting all the Chalices and leaving in all my Thalias, so I have more dudes. Oh yeah, cut a land, that's right. I forgot I mentioned that, because I boarded in a Ghost Quarter, so I can probably afford to cut a land. Can I cut white sources? Is that what I'm supposed to shave? Am I supposed to just cut a basic plains? Or am I supposed to cut, like, a factory? Thalia is so much worse than Chalice. Yeah, but Thalia, like, attacks them. Katana Priest is better than Thalia. Yeah, I guess Katana Priest doesn't die to Lily, but Thalia does, like, tax their game plan, which isn't nothing. Am I supposed to get, like, a plains, a factory? Probably not cutting a soul land. Hello, cat. Do you want to be on the stream? No? No? Oh, yes? Okay. Anyway, cutting that, bringing in these two. Cutting a land. I want to say plains. This deck has, what, how many white sources? 10, 14? It is double white for Jailer, but it's probably fine. Probably cutting factory because they have so much land. Yeah, that's fair. I'll buy that. I might buy that. Does this look fine? We have 60 cards. 1 Thalia. Yeah, good enough. Ship it. I would love to play first. Alright, so we have turn 1 Chalice. Turn 2 Overseer. Turn 3 2/2 Ballista Overseer activation. This hand seems pretty great. It's bad to their, like, very fast Turbo Depsy draws, but I think this has to be a keep. Especially because we have Port. We can try to muck with their stuff. Yeah, it might be right to keep the planes instead of the factory. Or keep the factory instead of planes. I'm not 100% on that. There is a matter of white sources, which I have not done the math on at all. Let's hope this Chalice gums up their hand enough that we don't, like, die on turn 2 or 3 here. Man, if I play the Steel Overseer and we just get, like, Liliana'd, it's gonna be real ugly. Math is for blockers. We are not the blockers in this matchup, that's for sure. Man, I hope they don't play Liliana. At least we can make, like, a 2/2 Ballista if they do. It's definitely Overseer, because the upside is so high if they don't have the answer to the Overseer here. We need to make a Ballista and start pumping it. I'm kind of tempted to start porting them, though. Like, just 1/1 Ballista and port them. We have a lot of ports, and, like, the way I'm losing this game is they just go Dark Depths, kill you next turn, right? So porting this Thespian stage doesn't seem like a horrible idea. We're still dying if they go Dark Depths go, unless we draw, like, Wasteland or Crocus, but... yeah, we can still kill any, like, any X1 that they play, because we can pump our Ballista to a 2/2. Is like Abrupt Decay here? Trophy. Well, in all of that, this feels like I'm getting Crop Rotation. can't do anything about it, so sure. Grab a planes. I'll just pump right now. Extra damage if they ever want to like decay my ballista. Then copy one of my lands. That takes their whole turn. Then we get up. We have the triple port online next turn. We use our ancient tomb to do it, but we can just port them to oblivion. Deal. Resolves. I have a Battle Skull, and I'm not using it. Just need them to not play Dark Depths here. Could still be Dark Depths, they could have crop rotation, and that would be very bad. Got him. Yeah, got him with this shitty 5-drop that we have. Ooh, that was tempting, but probably not right. Seems very not right. My opponent has 3 cards in hand. We can just triple port. We can deal him like 4 extra damage. Could get him Ballista. Alright, so we're not dead yet. Porting doesn't necessarily do much after a point, since they can respond by crop rotating for depths and comboing. But I get... so porting there is fine, because if they crop rotation response, I just port the stage again, and I still buy myself time. Question is, do I port these other lands? I think it's better than pumping Ballista. You should not port the stage first. I should definitely port the stage first. I'm not letting them activate. I'm just going to port it a second time if they crop rotation. I think I'm just going to leave up Ancient Tomb rather than porting this Misty Rainforest. Alright, that's scary. But no Hex Mage is good. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I play Equip Sword and attack here, if they don't have Decay, they take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which isn't enough. Because we untap have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's actually enough. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go to 6. I untap. Go to 8 mana, pump the Ballista to a 4/4, then a 5/5, tap Overseer, make it a 6/6, kill them. 3 ports if you port their lines upkeep, they have to rotate before you port stage, so you don't have any mana for the turn, I guess. I think my plan is just jam Sword on, like, Steel Overseer and crunch them. And hope they don't have Abrupt Decay, because if they have, like, Abrupt Decay or Trophy, I'm just dead. Because I'm not beating the combo anymore. They have depths in play. The plan is just crunch them with Fire and Ice. Port Swamp, I'll keep then fetch and draw on stage in response to fetch. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, enacting my plan. It doesn't really matter what I equip it to, because if they have any sort of interaction spell, we're just dead anyway. We can't deal them 16 before they just 20/20 me. We could draw an answer, obviously, but So I guess we equip the Overseer, since the Ballista's more important to us. Could leave up a port, just in case. Yeah, probably worth it. Second Overseer probably is more worth it. Could let us attack through a Merit Lage for lethal or something. If we like ping them down to 3, we have a Steel Overseer with a sword equipped and then a 3/3 Steel Overseer. I think playing the second Overseer is more important than like porting them on this turn that they need to use a bunch of mana to stage me. So this beats top deck removal spell for Walking Ballista before I can pump it. Also beats like Wasteland my Ancient Tomb to prevent me from getting 8 mana to pump my Ballista for lethal. Sure. Sure. Ah, shit, they have Rights of Consumption. Damn it. We were so close. We could beat almost everything. But we couldn't beat Rights of Consumption. That sucks. We tried. We tried our damnedest. And we came pretty close to it. We had lethal all tied up for next turn. They were very not supposed to. Yeah, Rights of Consumption just seemed weird. I think my opponent just like boarded as if I were Death and Taxes. Like Liliana Last Hope, sure, whatever. That's like a fine card against the deck that has some X1s, but Rights of Consumption seems weird. I don't have a lot of interaction for it. Like I'm not playing any plows. I'm a Chalice deck. I don't have any flyers to like block it in the air or anything. Seems like I have 2 Caracas. They don't know that. They don't know all these things, obviously, but it's kind of unfamiliar territory. So maybe they just like boarded as if I were Death and Taxes. But dang, we came pretty close. Had good odds to beat a lot of stuff. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Rights of Consumption, but that's, I guess, because I like usually just beat the crap out of Turbo Depths. Because the Death and Taxes matchup is very, very good. Yeah, we managed to... Was the port relevant there? No, they had 1 extra mana left over. I could have ported the black. I don't think they had triple black. I think if I had ported one of their lands instead of... Dang it. Instead of playing the Steel Overseer, then maybe we don't die there. But obviously I'm playing around one thing, playing into another. How good is the right plan for D&D? My friends complain about all the time. I complain about all the depths on MTGO. I mean, the right plan isn't a great plan. It's a plan that exists. It's good because D&D has so much removal, just like Flicker Wisps and Swords of Plowshares and Caracas and stuff. But it's like, it's not a good plan, it's kind of a plan that they just have to do. Wow, this hand fucking sucks. I don't think turn 1 Chalice into, like, porting them is a very good plan. I think a better plan for the Death and Taxes matchup is just, like, play slow depths instead of turbo depths. Just, like, play a better mid-rangey plan. That stands more keepable, I guess. Steel Overseer into, like, Stone Forges and stuff. We need to pretend we're a Steel Stompy. I don't want that. So what is this? Miracles? I can't imagine the Miracles matchup is very good with this deck. I guess you have, like, Chalices, but that's about it. You have, like, no sources of card advantage. Your deck is very prone to getting wrecked by Terminus. Sideboard, I guess you have some stuff. But it has 3 cards left, though. What do you on that Ponder? Oh, is it? Did not shuffle. You have Chalice's Acceleration. Yeah. No Vial, no Recruiters. Are big, but Chalice is insane. But that's about it. I'm trying to gum up their plans with, like, ports and Thalias and such still, but... yeah. I guess we're just Stoneforging for the GT. We can't Wasteland them. Playing Sword seems pretty bad. Could also still be, like, Sneak or something, and not Miracles. Yeah, they're on a multi 6, so I guess their plan was just to force the Overseer to, like, buy time or something. Next turn we can either play Equip GT... never mind, we're just gonna Wasteland this Tundra. Play Equip Sword is really tempting here, but probably not good. We're Wastelanding the shit out of that Tundra. Get out of here. Your Miracles opponent goes Tundra Go. I am not. That's off the board. Death in Shops. Yeah, it's a neat deck. Equipping GTAs when we could be rocking Keyblades. We can't rock Keyblades till tomorrow all the time. Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't out yet. I also love playing against opponents when, like, there are playing against opponents. Oh, alright, cool, they brainstormed and conceded. We did it. But anyway, I like playing against people, like, piloting certain decks when there are people in the chat that have very strong opinions about said decks, like with Lomer Boy's in here and I'm playing against 4-color Loam. Or when Patrick's in here and I'm playing against Miracles and they're just like, what is this person doing? Why are they making these plays? But anyway, we won game 1 against Miracles. That's nice. What's the sideboard playing? Is Crucible good here? I feel like the answer is no. I don't think the Crucible Ghost Core is what I want. Outpost doesn't seem like the worst card in the world. It's bad against Back to Basics, but it is infinitely recurring threats. Probably want these. I feel like I just want Displacer for threats. Crucible seems awful. Thorn seems fine. Yeah, Thorn seems fine. These are the probablys. It's probably this. This is nothing to do with Miracles. This is... yeah, that brainstorm did not seem very good. I don't know what they were doing. I definitely agree. I wonder if this is a matchup where bringing in Surgical against Miracles is, like, actually your plan. Probably not. Let's figure out what sucks. Containment Priest sucks. It gets slightly better with Displacer. You can answer Mentors. Steel Overseer probably sucks because it encourages you to play into Terminus. With 8 cards to board in. I can see shaving the GT in this matchup since it's just, like, not very good. The deck is a lot less bad than you think it is versus Mirror. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I just, like, theory crafting the matchup. It seems like you're not like definitely adapted to beat that deck specifically. Aside from your just, like, unanswerable Chalice starts. Cut GT. I think we're just cutting Overseers. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know what I'm doing with this deck. Probably, like, cut Containment Breeze. Ethersworn at least, like, beats up Snapcaster Mage. Deck of Stone is good versus Mentor Angels. Definitely not the worst. As someone who remember, yeah, exiles all the tokens, and they don't get any clues. I think I'm fine with like this. Maybe I'm supposed to board on the Deck and Stone, but this looks okay. Probably not supposed to board out a land when we board an Outpost. Maybe I'm supposed to like shave a Wasteland actually, because it's Miracles. I don't hate that. Maybe I'm supposed to like leave in a Containment Priest. Put the Robo synergies. Overseer is better than a Priest. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Not by a huge margin. Get the Miracle Priest Displacer combo. Maybe I wasn't supposed to bring Displacer. I brought it in because it was like a creature that had text, but like I guess Overseer kind of has text. It's just like slower text. Can't make Plows awkward for your opponent though. Am I supposed to keep these like super clunky, non-vile, like bad Death and Taxes hands? This is a bad Death and Taxes hand. I mean, it's like, okay. We have the one of Jailer. We're probably supposed to keep. We have Jailer. We draw a Soul Land or a Mox Diamond. The hand's insane. Also, if we don't, like, we're still carving out and playing reasonable threats. I just don't like how slow Overseer it is and how bad it is against Terminus. I definitely don't claim that any of my sideboarding decisions are right for this deck, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Mostly just kind of off-the-cuff thought processes about the deck. We have Displacer. I don't even know if it's good. Maybe I shouldn't have even brought it in. Go with my 16 to replace them with Ravagers. I mean, they're good in some matchups. I'm talking about this one specifically. XJ is just a Kingdom Hearts waiting room. Yeah, as soon as it's the clock strikes 11, just, I'm gone. Fuck all you guys. Go Thalia. Displacer it is kind of like a bad... It doesn't protect itself, though, so it's just like, oh, target Swords to Plowshares is now aimed at this Eldrazi Displacer instead. I doubt we're going to get the Wombo combo with Containment Priest, especially because we only have one in the deck. They pitched a back to basics, which is probably decent for me. Although we're drawing a basic heavy hand. Hang on, we've been bamboozled, chat. We're playing against Stoneblade. We should play Spellskite. Ooh, now we're talking. I think we're just chalicing here. Man, I got. My opponent just like cast True Name. We're fucked. Really don't like playing Chalice into them just like 4-land Jacing, but Chalice seems like my best option here. I don't like playing a creature into like one white mana up when I can just go Chalice go. Next thing you know, they're going to cast a Delver. Maybe they're just Delver Blade this whole time. This seems like they're just going to Slam Chase, though. True Name was never in my legacy. Yeah. That was a fun interview. So if we draw a Soul Land, we can double threat. Otherwise, we just probably jam Jailer, because if my opponent has a creature, we're dead anyway, because we're just never beating this GT. Oh man, the one of Containment Priest. We got the combo assembled. It's definitely a save us Jailer moment, though, I agree. Probably not a Canonist Containment Priest go strat. Save me, Palace Jailer. Why was... The trigger had the image, and the Monarch... whatever. Thanks, MTGO. This is my Monarch token, I guess. When I just cast True Name, we just die, so... Can't Priest synergizes with our entire hand. Most of it, yeah. Synergizes if we had exiled someone with Jailer, too. They get the Monarch back, response to the Monarch change controller trigger, we flash into Containment Priest. Alright, yeah, we lose. GG. Both teams tried hard. Literally unbeatable. Is there a Containment Priest, Aethersworn Canonist synergy? Yeah, we are fucked. Professional opinion, we have lost this game. And also, we need to reassess our sideboarding plan now that we know what the hell my opponent is doing. It probably no longer involves Keldron Outpost. I'm just trying to assess if it's worth continuing to play this game, and I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. Alright, let's reassess. We have some sideboard changes to do here. First of which is probably bringing this Blessed Alliance. Second of which is... I don't know. Bring back in Steel Overseers, probably, now that they're not a Terminus deck. Deck and Stone isn't exactly good against True Name. Our deck isn't exactly good against True Name. We have Sword of Fire and Ice, though. I still don't hate stuff like... Thorn gets a little worse if they're on Stoneblade, I think. Thalia is pretty fine, but Thalia without a body is not great against the True Name deck. It does have, like, 12-ish creatures. Aethersworn is still near snaps, but I don't know if that's worth it. Roger names, Jace still. Overseer is much better when they're not on Mono Wraths. Oh, we cut the Keldron Outpost, because this is no longer like a super grindy matchup, because we need to kill them before they find True Names. Displacer probably sucks now. I mean, probably sucked before, but... I wonder if this is still a Jailer matchup. I kind of hate Jailer against True Name decks in general, but it might just be like the Hail Mary, we're dying to True Name anyway plan. What does this look like? I guess I don't hate the GTA anymore. Either. You still want Thorn? Cut this Priest. We just, like, cut that. Just play one, I'll draw the Displacer. Would I play Thorn? I don't know. It's like, I guess it's a lot better on the play, too, especially with, like, Soul Lands. It's a Thalia that's easier to play on turn 1. And it's really good against, like, their cantrip hands. I could see cutting Displacer for Thorn, and then maybe... like a Revoker? For a Thorn? Something like that? Or Revoker or Canonist more? Probably Canonist. Yeah, let's go like that. Really, playing by ear here. If you don't want Thorn, then why is Thalia there? There's difference between Thalia and Thorn, because Thalia has power and toughness. Thorn of Amethyst isn't good against their, like, Stoneforge True Name draws. Obviously, like, we're dead to most of the Stoneforge True Name draws, but Thalia having power and toughness is a big difference against Thorn of Amethyst. I wonder if I would keep this if this were Ancient Doom. It's, like, pretty close, but no, this hand's unplayable. Alright, well, I guess we've solved that age-old question. And also the answer is yes, especially on a Mold of 6. We are snap-keeping Thorn Chalice. I'm pretty sure I'm bottoming this, though. I have to Chalice first, or else I'll lock myself out of casting other spells. So if we draw any land here, Mox Diamond lets us, like, kind of go off, quote-unquote. So Diamond. Discard this Wasteland. Could take this turn to, like, actually get the sword in play before I completely tax myself out of ever casting it. But I think my plan is to just, like, Chalice, Thalia... Maybe not. We're still, like, stone dead to a true name. So, like, maybe I actually do use this turn to get the sword into play. And then spend the next turn Thalia-ing and such. Like, what am I taxing them out of here? Maybe I do want to get the sword into play before I can't. What could they cast next turn that I'd be befriending them? Disenchant? Everyone wants me to play Thalia or Thorn. No one wants to play Sword of Fire and Ice, really? I don't hate it. Like, I think the thing that this hand is losing to the most is just True Name. I mean, we can draw another land. We could also just, like, draw other stuff. And if we're playing, like, Thalia into Thorn, we're a full 2 mana away from ever casting the sword. Just draw another planes. I'm playing sword. Maybe it's not right. But I think the highest likelihood of, like, how we lose this game is probably True Nemesis. If they just have 1 in 3 lands. If we draw a 4th land, too, we can go Thorn Thalia. They just, like, cast Stoneforge here, too. Like, playing these tax things doesn't do anything. The only way I get punished is if they have, like, a 2-drop non-creature spell. Which I don't think they were doing. I'm pretty sure they were just going to DM a Stoneforge Mystic. Because that's what Blue-White Stoneblade does. Real swords. They probably already have GT. See, look at that. Alright, now my opponent's, like, never casting non-creature spells for the rest of this game. See what it'd find? No, because then, like, if I had played Thalia, I guess we get to, like, deal 2 more damage this turn. Because we do attack and play sword, but then we don't have the Thorn in play yet. Oh man, Karakas. Protect our only threat. Deal. Get him. They're probably going to block, otherwise I just get a free draw. Playing the 3-drop on that one turn was the most mana-efficient play if we knew we were going to draw the land, so we can deploy the other 2 the next turn. I don't know. I like playing the sword, because I think the highest likelihood of us losing the game is if my opponent just cast True Nemesis on turn 3, and we've, like, gone Thalia, Thorn, and just completely locked ourselves out of ever casting our own sword. It's dying it. Yeah, exactly. They're definitely, like, unless they have some sort of other weird plan, they need to just block and put in their equipment, because otherwise it just gets shocked, and they take 4, and I draw a card for free. So they still can't cast any non-creatures yet. They need another land to start casting 2-drops. Yep. And they'll put in their equipment of choice. What's the flash artifact that taps to give +0/+1? Oh, the thorn and the tooth of something? Does that thing have flash? No, it's not Ramos, right? Oh, they have Batterskull, sure. They're not equipping that anytime soon. I guess if they have land, they can cast a Jite. It's kind of scary. Have to start, like, fogging it with the Thalia. Oh, no, I can just block it. I have a 4-power First Striker. They grabbed Sword, though. That means they should have Jite in hand. If they fetch it, just 4-mana Jite. Yeah, I guess this race doesn't exactly favor me when they have a 4/4 lifelinker. I could attack, deal them 6, Karakas back my Thalia, replay the Thalia, and re-equip it with the sword. But I'm taking 2 damage that way. But I'm dealing them 6 and drawing a card. Also, it opens them up to, like, casting. No, they doesn't. Because they can already cast a 4-mana disenchant, and, like, they can't cast 1-drops because of the chalice. That doesn't open up my Thalia to getting counterspelled. Some sort of counter that they have, but am I okay just sitting here playing Draw Go? Maybe I am for a little bit, just because we have this Rishadan board to keep them from equipping anything. I think we'll play Drago for a little bit. Kind of surprised they didn't cast Jite there, assuming they have it, which I don't see why they wouldn't tutor it if they like played Stoneforge and didn't have the Jite to begin with. Attack. Dang. Does it cost 2 extra? Play like a second Chalice on 1 for 4 mana. Probably not worth porting. I think I'm content with Drago here for at least a tiny bit. Because I think we have, weirdly, we have more live draws in our deck than they do. Oh man. It's time to play a card. They draw another land. Cast the Jite. Oh yeah, I forgot they could play those. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Stoneforge. Alright, that makes things less bad. Do we need to get, like, a Batterskull on my Thalia to win? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so we couldn't equip the Batterskull next turn. But we're porting them, preventing them from equipping as well. What's up, Goblin Lackey? Thanks for the raid. Tooth of Chisgore or something. Yeah, I don't remember. It's like a tooth of something, I think, and then there's like a claw or a talon or something that gives +1/+0. But anyway. I think the plan is Stoneforge, port them. Stoneforge grab Batterskull, port them. Prevent them from equipping this Batterskull over to the True Name. We go to 7. We put in our Batterskull. We go to 4. We equip the Batterskull to the Thalia, and then we should be, like, pretty home free. Let's Streamed for the longest amount of time I've ever done, 5.5 hours. Yeesh. Those are the pretty taxing ones. Thanks for the well wishes. I think we're tapping the Karakas here. I don't want to take 2 damage. Accelerate their clock by a turn. I just don't want them to hit land drops for 2 turns, or otherwise I think we're dead unless we rip a land here. Yeah, being able to port is very important. So if they rip a land, we just die, because they just equip their true name and we just get mauled. We didn't draw a land either, so we can't. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So yeah, I think we're just like dead to a land, and there's nothing we can do about it. But if they don't hit a land, then I think we're fine. So we're just... Can I attack this turn? I wonder if I can attack this turn. Pay 4 for Brainstorm. No, they can't cast Brainstorm because we also have a Chalice in play. I think attacking here is fine. If we want to trade Germs, I'm totally fine with that exchange. They could answer my Batterskull, which would, like, possibly kill me. Another Stoneforge is decent. If we leave this turn, we might be able to do something. If we survive this turn... No land, please. Damn it. Alright, yeah, we're dead. I was hoping that the 8 cantrip deck was not going to hit consecutive land drops there. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Tapping out for sword. Fucking deal. Alright, we're still alive. And no attacks? I don't know what's happening. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I'm still 1 off from being able to Stoneforge GTA equip is still 6 mana, so. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd have to use 2 tombs. I have to use at least 1 tomb to equip here. So go to 5, attack, go to 9. I'm not dead. 5, yeah, but I'm not porting. Yeah, we're definitely shooting up Thalia. Like that's our only game plan here. I would want port up. I don't think I'm porting. Oh, we drew a city. That's actually pretty neat. Might jam my Stoneforge now. I guess if I left port up and drew a land that isn't tomb, then I could port. That's fair. Didn't think about that. Just go get our GT, I guess. Just suit up this Thalia. Let's go. So if they spend their whole turn, I guess if they hit land drop, they can actually double equip. It's not lethal though, right? Maybe I should. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, we're not dead to double equip. Sure. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I see. I think I see what their plan is. I don't love it. If they block with the German pick it up, they can prevent my life gain. Oh, wait, no. I'm not dead anymore, because they pinged the Stoneforge. So this true name's only 7 power. Oh, also now they can't block the... I don't know what their plan is anymore. I know our plan is just suit up this Thalia. Alright, we drew Wasteland. Wasteland plus port. How much mana do we have? If I want to still use this port, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus port plus Wasteland. We can actually still Wasteland and port them, and like play equip this GT. Yeah, opponent high as hell. Is Tide Taker playable in TNT? No, it's not. Get out of here. Not playable in Legacy Death and Taxes. Thanks, Patrick. So we gain 1,000,000 life. Get GT counters. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't need that. Wasteland this. We can actually just kill the Stoneforge and prevent them from, like, playing and equipping the GT. Alright, looks like we might live. We might win. No, that chat is often MTG. It really needs a thanks for punting button that they can't ignore. Yes, we were definitely dead, and then my opponent did not make the winning line, and then we won, or are close to winning now. Screenshot this for Twitter. Giving them the business. Although this is, like, barely not Death and Taxes. Like, most of these cards are just, like, a game of Death and Taxes. We've had this Thorn that has done some stuff, I guess. But, like, the Chalice has probably been hurting my opponent. But, like, all the other cards are just Death and Taxes cards. I just had a modern Storm opponent. Forgot that they flashed back their past in flames because they just what? Some people just. So what could they have here? I don't think they can have anything. I think we just win. Unless they have like white source. Nope. So they can't like play a Stoneforge for a blocker. Snapcaster doesn't do anything. They wanted a Grape Shot past the Flames Grape Shot. Oof. We did it! We won! Alright, we won the game that we were not supposed to win. But I will for sure take it. Opponent could have just like had 5 mana, equip Batter's Goal, smash us for 7 with Witcher Name, and we die. Number of players who... Oh, dang it! Fucking Moto. Stop moving my window. Number of arena players who just walk into onboard tricks or don't understand how dive down works. 2 more trophies. We already lost round 1, Moxel. We're not trophying. This hand seems pretty unplayable. This hand also seems pretty unplayable. Is this hand supposed to scry into, like, turn 2 Fair Magic? Or is this hand supposed to go to 5? Drop for you for trophy. Alright. Makes sense. I think this hand's supposed to go to 5. This hand is, like, good if we find second land, though. Yeah. On the draw, I think I'd keep this in a heartbeat. But on the play, this hand is, like, very weak, because it involves us going turn 1 land go, and hopefully scrying into a second land. Alright, I guess we're doing this. Walking Ballista, carry us all the way. Turn 1 Ballista, turn 2 pump it up. Wait, oh yeah. Just don't play the city like an idiot. This hand beats L. It's probably accurate. We have turn 1 Ballista, turn 2 pump, turn 3 pump, turn 4, turn rest of the game pump. It beats Elves if they never find, like, the green sun for Rex Sage. Because you just, like, they're never having a creature in play. Oh man, hype. This is probably, like, the better line. Is actually cast our creatures. Look who's basic forest pass, though. I'm a little concerned. Forest go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's my least favorite thing about Soul Lands, that stupid MTGO window. Could be Elves. Yeah, it could be Elves just look with Rex Sage in hand. Oh, nope, definitely not Elves. Also, fuck. Alright, time to beat down. Let's go team. Could be like Depths. Could be Maverick. Could be... I got nothing. Man, I really wish we could have drawn. I know, land wouldn't have worked there. I do well and truly have absolutely no idea what my opponent is doing, though. Map. Basic Forest of Wasteland Tarmogoyf. Does anyone have any ideas? Tarmogoyf. This is the first Tarmogoyf I played against in 2019. Shardless? Shardless doesn't have Basic Forest. What am I Stoneforging for? I guess GT? GT beats this Tarmogoyf better than Sword does? Noble Bug? Does Noble Bug play a Basic Forest? I don't know. I feel like the answer is no. They're a Delver deck. Or no, I was thinking Noble Rug. We got options when they Green Sun. We're gonna get them. Go get them, Storm Cannonist. Beat them down. Come on. Green Sun. Do it. Do it, coward. Well, I don't love that they're suspiciously holding up 2 mana here. So I really don't want to just equip GTA and just get in. Because I feel like we're just going to beef it. They can kill... Maybe he'll fetch for Triad Arbor. I mean, we can't stop that. I mean, we could flash it in response to the fetch, but that seems loose. TNN Bug Pile played Forest, but it didn't play Tarmogoyf and 2 Wastelands? What am I playing around? Do I say go? Do I equip and say go? Do I attack? I feel like I don't attack. Attacking seems really risky. Let's see this dumpster fire. True name bug. It does have Wastelands. And a Singleton Tarmogoyf. I'm definitely not buying that as Noble Bug. I see no reason to attack into this, yeah. I'm definitely considering Abrupt Decay as the card that they have. Which is very bad for me. If I just like equip GTA attack, and then they just abrupt the GTA, they're just gonna eat my thing. Do I just play Thalia, though? I think Thalia is probably fine. Because it, like, continues to tax them. They've been having mana problems here. I think I'm fine playing Thalia. Also forces, like, the trick. They can't just, like, keep sitting on it. They have to do something. Or not. Can I attack now? No, we walk in, like, just even up Brainstorm still. I don't think it's worth the 2 damage here. Alright, it is a bug deck. Moxall, Fatal Push the Thalia, sure. Goyf suddenly big. It's a big boy. Is this just like a true name? Are we just is this actually just Noble Bug? What is this? A Hymn to Turok. Well, I don't know why they needed green for that, but goodbye, Containment Priest. This has been a very obscure game of Magic. I like it. Minus the fact that you're... Oh, wow. Right, that's a little rude. But, okay. Yeah, opponent definitely can't attack here. That's, like, suicide. They're at 10, we're at 20. We have no artifacts in the yard yet, right? Yeah. Creature, instant, sorcery, land. XJ Cloud slow playing 2019. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is my 3rd match of Magic with this deck ever. And I'm also streaming. And I'm also only like 3 minutes behind. Ancient Tomb lets me start pumping Ballista, which isn't nothing. So yeah, we can't kill this Goyf, so playing the Ballista pumping game. Strike, sure. That's does not do a whole lot. It does make the Goyf a 5/6 if I kill it. Still trying to figure out what the opponent's doing. It's just some sort of bug deck, I guess. Shard. Is it shardless? It's just like a basic forest? Attack. Do it. Dang. Ooh, I like Chalice. Chalice on one's pretty nice. Sure. Or some Tropical Lure. And I mean, I wouldn't even be shocked at this point. On 2? I don't know if I like it on 2. 1 just like shuts off their cantrips and their fatal pushes and stuff. Do I equip this GJ this turn while I can? If so, what 2? Probably the Canonist? Yeah, I can probably afford to do that. Go with an Allurance. Yeah, definitely. But, like, opponents playing a weird deck. Maybe just an old deck. Maybe they are just on shardless. Even anything seems loose. Ouch. Oh, it's Shardless Bug! We did it! Aw, Abrupt Decay, that's rude. What are they decaying? The Chalice, sure. We finally figured it out. You can't cast another spell, opponent. You've cast an Abrupt Decay this turn. You can't do that. I don't know what they were trying to do. Fatal Push? Thoughtseize? Thoughtseize doesn't seem very good. So I guess Fatal Push? This attack really feels like a Fatal Push attack. Probably just pumping, killing both their things, I think. Chat opponent a link to something like Google. What is the current year? I mean, if I was playing like Death and Taxes, maybe, but we're playing like this deck that literally doesn't exist at all, so we can't talk too much shit. I guess we can have 6 now. We don't have a Ballista in play. I'm trying to cast something here. Leo. How do we through this go? If we don't, we're pretty fucked. We could like block here. We have a Stoneforge that can actually attack into their stuff. I don't hate that. We'd have to ping off the Strix and let them draw a card, but this gets me proactive GT counters. Like, if they have any removal spell, we're just dead, but that's life at this point. Can't play around them having a removal spell. Probably worth playing out these lands, in case we get, like, hemmed. Draw a Ballista. Hate Leopold more than I hate Light Up the Stage and Burn. People are saying it's good, though, Moxel, so it obviously has to be good. That was a quick brainstorm. I don't love that. It's like Jace Bouncer guy. It's like any removal spell. Oh, Strix isn't a removal spell. Ross said Tide Tigers. Maybe I don't. Definitely not All Star. I super disagree with that. I mean, there have been plenty of articles talking up new cards that are obviously unplayable garbage. Already several cards behind. Might as well Ancestral though. Can't say I didn't think about killing the Leovold, but not my strongest line. Distrix. Yeah, Tiger's borderline standard playable. That's about all I'll get out of it. It's good. It's a good like tech card. It's good against control decks if you're like White Weenie, but what are we tanking about? Alright, sure. Dead. Get him. No removal spells. They don't have it. So this is just a block to make me use a counter and then removing my guy? Nope, it's just me killing this Leovold. Cool. Force Oil the Steel Overseer, pitching a second. Well, alright. I don't really know what opponent's plan is. Seems like an odd block. Well, that's a reason to. That's definitely a reason to force. That's for sure. We need to draw a Walking Ballista. That block seemed even more unusual if like that was their plan, though. I guess they were afraid of like being put down to like 1, and then we draw a Ballista or something to kill them. Sure. Creature? Not a creature. The old End-Step Brainstorm. Solid, solid. Opponent with the disrespect. After the game is over. Goyf is going to get me. That is for sure. Well, we tried. We need that How to Brainstorm article constantly in your clipboard to send to people. Just like post it. Just post the link into the chat with the opponent. Alright, so Shardless Bug. The Blast from 2014. How much credit does the Goyf deserve for all this? I don't know. I think it was more of the Goyf kind of closed the game. Like, they could have probably closed with just, like, a Leovold or something. Goyf could have been a lot of things and won that game still. This is probably suddenly a Rest in Peace matchup. If they're on, like, Goyfs. Is this, like, a Ghost Quarter Crucible matchup? Thorn doesn't seem as great against the Baleful Strix Leovold deck. What's the core card donation to get this linked to the opponent? It's a good question. I think Chalice kind of sucks. Containment Priest sucks. So these cards are definitely... Oh, maybe this is actually a Basilisk Scholar matchup, I think. Deck Stone's probably fine. Tempted to do Crucible Ghost Quarter. Opponent's mana base seems pretty greedy. And they have Wastelands. I'm kind of in for it. I guess I'm probably not in for the Rest in Peace if that's my plan. But Rest in Peace is good against Tarmogoyf. Let's cut these Revokers. Actually, let's cut Canonists. Could have a random TNN. Yeah, definitely don't doubt it. Like, Rest in Peace only turns off the Tarmogoyfs, right? As far as we know. Is there anything else I would want to do? Is Displacer any good? Displacer might be decent. It lets me... It's like more answers to Tarmogoyf. What am I cutting, though? Overseers? I feel like I just want to cut Overseer all the time. This deck is like... Maybe I cut Chalice. Is Chalice bad in this matchup? Is Chalice not good against Shardless Bug? Chalice seems pretty medium. Displacer's awkward. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I can see just cutting all my Chalices. Opponent has like push and cantrips, but they also have like Baleful Strix. It's like against Grixis, right? They have Baleful Strix, Leovold, Tarmogoyf, Planeswalkers, Abrupt Decays. Like, it's definitely not the end all be all, but we are on the play, so it gets better. Maybe on the draw I'll board it out. I think I'll just submit like this. No, I was supposed to board out a land because I boarded in the Ghost Quarter. Now we have like 20 or 32 mana sources in the deck or something. Should probably cut like a Plains. Am I supposed to keep these like dirtily ass hands that don't have mana acceleration? Probably. So we have like turn 2 Chalice, Anthalia, and Mystic. And Shardless Bug was pretty like hard. Had a pretty hard time beating a Batterskull back in the day. I'm gonna keep this. Especially in such like a resource-heavy matchup. I don't think I can... Like, mulliganing seems particularly punishing, but also getting Wastelanded seems pretty punishing here. But we do have 8 million mana sources left in the deck. Alright, it's Chalice time. Get him. Cast a Ponder. Do it. Cast a Thoughtseize. Oh, this is just a Hymn to Turok. Yeah, all our hands pretty samey. Tarmogoyf? Oh, Decay, sure. Time for Chalice round 2. Force. Rude. And still full of goodies. Ooh. Time to draw Mox Diamond. Uh-oh. These are all cards I can't beat. Fuck! Why did I say it? Damn it. I knew it was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. I'm so mad. That's funny, though. Yeah, probably not winning this one. Did explicitly state where things could go wrong, and it involved Wasteland. It's probably better to have a land in play. They've already used one Wasteland, and they can, like, Abrupt Decay Ballista and stuff. Substatic, thanks for the 7-month resub. We are 1-1, not looking great this game. Says a lot about this deck that Mox Diamond sucks in it so hard. I mean, like, Mox Diamond is a bad card, like, after turn 2 in almost every deck. Because we're just playing Thalia? I feel like if I want something to just fucking eat it, it's probably the Thalia. Mox Diamond is Mox Diamond is just like not a card you want to draw ever. It's just a card you want to be have in your opening hand because it's a good mana accelerant. So yeah, if they just like push, decay, whatever. It's notable if we had drawn like another land, we could have protected the Thalia with this Karakas, but I think these Stoneforges are probably more important. We can go get Batterskull and force them to keep answering Stoneforges. It's not Jace time, so that's good. What time is it? 4-drop? Oh, no, it's Thoughtseize into Shardless time? Ugh. What if we put Brainstorm and Mox Diamond in the same deck? It's brilliant. How do we lose? Why did they take the... Why on earth would you Thoughtseize Chrome Mox in this? What? What is my opponent smoking? In what universe do you take Mox Diamond with that Thoughtseize? What the... What? Oh yeah, we have we boarded in Basilisk Scholar. But yeah, we're just gonna grab Batterskull. Force my opponent to kill every Stoneforge that I play. Looks like it starts with this one. Goodbye. Gotta keep you off that third line drop in case you draw. Yeah, exactly! If we're drawing a land, we're just playing it. Mox Diamond literally does nothing in this hand. Please draw an extra card, then we draw a walking. Or we draw fourth land and just ballista them. What time is it now? It's just fetching away the Brainstorm. What are we hemming? Hemming? Strix, sure. We have a Ballista and a Deck and Stone. Handle that if need be. Yeah, it's probably Stoneforge. Am I just grabbing Basilisk Collar? Probably. Comes with this Ballista if we need to deal with like a Tarmogoyf at this stage in the game. It's probably better than GTA is, considering we have all these other good equipment. Just grab the Collar. We can even cast it. Look at that. Combo. Check out this Basilisk Collar, opponent. How are you going to beat it? Let's talk about the greed of the 3 basics in the opponent's deck. My opponent's Forest, Island, Hymn to Turok deck? What's wrong with that? I don't see any problems. Is my Stoneforge dying? No, nope. Not yet, at least. Maybe they'll take my Mox out. Damn. Batterskull makes sense. Am I just overseeing here? They have Brainstorm in their hands to fix their greed. What am I doing? Just putting in Sword seems clunky. It does set up lethal, but it also doesn't devote anything else to the board. Also, if we draw a land and have any other creature in play, that Sword is still lethal. This thing is for 2 to equip? Yeah. Overseer attack with Stoneforge? Oh, that doesn't suck. Just straight up attack with the Stoneforge. I don't hate that. Oh yeah, it also sets up, if they for some reason don't block, the Ballista plus Overseer kills them. Yeah, I actually really like that line, just attack with the Stoneforge. Yep, they block, that's fine. So now land kills them. I mean, assuming my stuff gets to live, which is a pretty big assumption. Ooh, a land, you say? I'll take it. Alright, Ballista's almost lethal now. No equip. Equip it costs 2 mana. Otherwise it was free. Like, because I only have the 3 mana available. Oh, equip the Master's Collar to the thing, because I got Assassin's Trophy. Wait, no, the Assassin's Trophy was instant. Alright, well, they can't fetch unless they... They could hard cast a Force of Will on my Walking Ballista here. Tempted to just play Thalia. But Ballista just kills them if they can't answer it. Turns them off of fetching here. Oh, hard cast Force of Will time. Man, I really want to, How is Charlotte's down cards versus Mox time? They played a Sylvan Library at, like, turn 3, too. That is a good question. I mean, it probably starts with the fact that they thought seized a Mox Diamond. I want to play both of these, but I think just playing the Thalia might be better. It doesn't set up lethal. Are they just going to Force Will this again? That's fine. Now we just play Overseer. Go, Overseer. Going to 2. Risky business. They do need to... They want to clear their Sylvan, though, so that's kind of understandable. Of that Sylvan was 3 lands. That doesn't look like 3 lands. Into him. Oh no! My things! I needed those things. They didn't reveal anything, right? Yeah, they just got through the land on their Sylvan. Well, you still get bigger than a Shardless Agent. They get, like, another look at Sylvan, though, which is scary. But we can just, like, get buff out of this Shardless Agent range in a couple of turns. Close Age-Old Nemesis gets him again. I mean, in that case, we had 2 cards in the hand, so it didn't get me as badly. Okay, so I'm porting that. Alright, 3 lands. Or we just, like, draw Ballista. I'll accept that, too. Relevant board is relevant. You never know. Attack. Oh, that's not a good sign. I assume they found an answer for my 2/2. Eh. Gonna go for it. This is a Snapcaster Mage? Oh, is my... Wait. That doesn't seem right. They're digging 1 card deeper. If they had the removal spell, you just draw that instead. And if you're digging 1 card deeper because you don't have the answer, you just don't attack with the Shardless Agent. Eh, whatever. That Brainstorm was just horrendous. Am I playing Mox Diamond or Ancient Tomb? Does it matter? Probably not. Mox Diamond... I probably shouldn't like just say you're burning my time. Let's play the Ancient Tomb for funsies, maybe. Maybe we'll cast Thoughtseize. Can anyone empty a Brainstorm? Not today, apparently. Jesus. Keep them from him for reasons. Yeah, if they want to hit me, go ahead. We're drawing to 3 lethal cards in our deck. 3 cards are lethal on the spot, and a lot that are like still decent. Forgot what all we boarded in, but definitely have some good hits here. Oh gosh. Watching people cast Brainstorm in Standard. Shardless into Brainstorm, that they brainstormed to the top of their deck. Cool. This is... my opponent is just abusing Brainstorm. Not in like the good way where you're like breaking how a card works. My opponent is just like beating Brainstorm with a stick. Just like, what did Brainstorm do to you, opponent? I guess we just named Liliana the Veil. We're probably not equipping. We could also name like Jace, but we don't even know that's... I mean, I assume that's in their deck, but like Lily's a card we know and would also just like wreck me if they played it, so. Jace is a card we don't know that would still wreck me if they played it. Report opponent for cramps against the format. You got fail push there. Opponent says, it doesn't matter, it's dead. Opponent is, not the most polite person I've ever played against. Ooh, those are good hits. Man, really let's just rip this Ballista. No Justice Stream. 2, 4, 5. Not dead yet. Not exactly alive, but... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't equip both. I think I just want to like trade with this Tarmogoyf and buy me time. I guess getting GT counters also buys me time, but... Come on, no Justice Stream! Please. Please, Moto Gods, give me this Ballista. Opponent doesn't deserve this. Hit me? Yeah, sure. We got one more turn. Can't believe Mary Skyle is this good after the nerf to 2 mana. Come on. No Justice Stream. Let's go. Get him. Ballista, please, one time. Justice has not been served this day. Sorry I couldn't beat this scum. Port their forest. Get him. Gotta tank on that Sylvan Library first. And then lethal. Settle wreckage, get him. This player has no green in his main phase somehow. Yeah, with like 6 lands in play, and we've managed to actually cut them off of green. If we'd found the Wasteland a little bit earlier. No justice in the world against my opponent. Criminally abusing Brainstorm. Ooh, Outpost would have been a sick draw. Opponent is a disgrace. That was probably one of the worst abuses of Brainstorm I've seen in a long time in Legacy. What was it, like, end step Brainstorm? No, it was Brainstorm for my removal spell on your thing into untap, Brainstorm into my Shardless Agent, and cast the Shardless Agent, cascade into another Brainstorm that I put back from the first Brainstorm. Like, what the hell? Thought seized my Mox Diamond. Opponent high as fuck. Damn it, Moto. Wow. Man, these hands, powerful. How do we lose? We got 3 Wastelands and 2 Rishadan boards. I'm actually, like, minorly tempted, but no. Zand's better. Do I top this? Probably not. We already have a Thalia if we're in a matchup where this is, like, good. Round 2 opponent had a worse one unless he's playing Stifle and played or Empty Shield. Let him register. I don't know. The ends up Brainstorm into, or no, the Brainstorm into the removal spell into untap Brainstorm Shardless Agent into my Brainstorm was, like, pretty bad. I guess this is a combo with the Steel Overseer. We're gonna top it. What are we playing against here? Delver? Bolt my thing. Alright, so it's probably Thalia time. This one does not really seem that good when my opponent's on 2 mana. God, this is why I hate Ancient Tomb. On Moto. I'll play Ancient Tomb in paper, just clicking through that box every time is the worst. Ooh, another Steel Overseer. Days that. Oh man, yeah, playing around the days with this Ancient Tomb. Ban Urborg Moto? Yeah, seriously, fuck that card. Urborg is the worst card to play against on Magic Online. Straight up. That Tabernacle is actually also obnoxious as hell. If you have a bunch of creatures in play, it's just the worst. Alright, Bolt the Cannon is just kind of weird, but okay. What the shit? Is this like did the blue red Phoenix deck play Manamorphose? I didn't really look at that list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't actually have enough mana. But we can just like play Sword. And then pump up the factory. They're gonna like looting into 3 Phoenixes and maul me. Do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, we're 1 off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, pro blue, we can just kill a Terramander here. I think we're like 1 off lethal, assuming they had nothing. Yeah. So these things cost 3 and a blue to activate right now. Yeah. Opponent is casting Terramanders. And a Delver. I actually can't, like, get in with this factory and everything. We're not dead by any stretch of the imagination, though. Am I killing a Pteramander or a Delver? It's the real question. Maybe just them. 2 hits on the sword just straight up kills them, and they probably can't kill me in the crackback, but if this flips 9, 10, 11, if they, like, bolt me, and then they can adapt a Pteramander and kill me, I think. Yeah, that's lethal, so I probably have to kill a thing. I guess we get to draw a card here, so I might leave up. Kill them? We can't kill them. Oh, like, just shoot them in the face, kill them in 2? I don't know, that seems, like, kind of loose. Because we could just, like, die to a lightning bolt. I think we would actually need a land bolt, because we have a Thalia in play, but... Let's leave up port, in case we draw a land. Actually, no, let's leave up plains in case we draw land, because if we draw land, we can cast Stoneforge. Am I attacking with this Overseer? Probably. Kill them is asking to tie it to... I mean, we can just kill them in 2 if they don't have the lightning bolt, I think. Am I attacking with Overseer? They're not going to block, and they'll take 6, so the sword will still be lethal? Yeah. I'd be happy if they blocked. I don't think killing the Pteramanders is a big thing. I guess if they somehow, like, go crazy... They can't go crazy, though, especially because we have a Thalia in play, so we can just, like, kill the Delver here. The Delver's easier to kill with a trigger later. But if they have a Lightning Bolt, I go to 9, go to 6, and the Pteramander... No, yeah, I'll just kill a Pteramander. Chalice. Is Chalice on 1 worth it here? Probably. They could daze it, they have 1 mana up. But it also prevents them from bolting me, which is great. Or, like, casting a bunch of cantrips. Oh, cool, they conceded. We did it! Can any of you Legacy people explain why Hydroid Gracious the Jellyfish Hydro Beast can fly? We don't get around days because we have a Thalia in play. Our Chalice for 1 cost 3 still. Anyway. So blue-red Pteramander Delver. Alright. Is this a Rest in Peace matchup? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like Phoenixes in my opponent's deck too. Like Faithless Looting. Would explain the Manamorphose a little bit. Displacers seem D's. Thorn seem D's. Collar seems D's. What sucks? Priest, as usual. I don't know what... This card seems like an absolutely miserable main deck slot. Revoker? I can revoke Pteramander. That's not nothing. Not exactly something. God, I feel like I just want to cut Overseer every time. Maybe it's just because, like, I keep it on our Priest Ring Displacer. I just, like, don't have sideboard slots. But anyway, I think my biggest gripe with this deck is that I think Steel Overseer is the worst card in the deck by, like, a pretty wide margin. And if you're not playing Steel Overseer, it's like, you can play most of this deck as just White Eldrazi. Hmm. Do I want Thorn? Maybe I don't even... Maybe Thorn's too slow. Thorn seems really good against their, like, turbo casting spells deck, though. TKS great. Yeah, exactly. Just, like, Thought Knots and Reality Smashers and stuff. I don't think naming Terramander is, like, a big thing that I want to be doing. Do I just, like, cut these Steel Overseers again? Do we need them? Is this just the cut? Yeah, something like that. That being said, I do kind of like White Eldrazi, and I might try give that a whirl as well at some point. This is probably keepable. I'm gonna go delete this from my interesting 5.0 folder because yikes. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's like been doing fine so far. I just think that the assessment that it's just like you play like a weird, bad mono white Eldrazi deck is pretty close to the mark. I just Ballista for one go. Runs into like just an untap a bolt and stuff, but I want to be mana efficient, I think. And if they don't have bolt, this Ballista's great. Play Tempered Steel Recruiter. Oh man, just go all in. That seems really bad. Isn't Tempered Steel like double white too? If Tempered Steel was like 2 colorless and a white, then maybe. Maybe that we're talking. Bolt my thing. Just play a Delver. Oh, dang. Get him, Ballista. Bolt my thing. You got bolted eventually. So yeah, I've been trying to consider different like white Chalice of the Void decks. Maybe the answer is just like they're all bad, but Soldier Stompy has the problem of you're playing very bad Magic cards. Well, maybe I'll try White Eldrazi next. Seems like a deck that you still get to play stuff like Walking Ballista, which is like one of the main reasons I wanted to play this deck is Soul Lands and Chalice of the Void and Walking Ballista. Tempered Steel, Origin, Spellbomb, and Masticore. Opponent deep in the tank here. So you can play Ballista for 20. Yeah, but you don't get to like Chalice your opponent. I mean, I guess you could like play Eldrazi Post. But I like white cards too much. And also, like, you don't have a good combo matchup at all. At least with white Chalice decks, you have access to stuff like Thalia and nonsense. I want to like DC or what? I just want to hit him for one. It's not a complex proposition here. All our opponents have been bad because our deck is so bad. They're using all their brain cells trying to figure out what the fuck we're up to. Our deck is pretty bad. And by pretty bad, I mean, like, it's a pretty acceptable, below average Stompy deck. It's just like a more inferior way to be playing Stompy strategies, primarily. But it's Stompy with more cards that I enjoy casting. Hey, we did it! As bad as your cube deck was. Hey, we 2-1 with that cube deck. We almost 3-0'd. I forget what happened that we got pretty unlucky, but I stick to us getting unlucky about something. Can't daze this Thalia. Feel like they don't have days, but well, I mean, we're 1 and 2, right? So technically our cube deck was better than this deck already. Statistically. Oh god. We're back here. Every time we try to do something, opponent like tanks for a minute and a half or has really bad internet connection. Next turn we get like Stoneforge, Wasteland, something like that. Hey, we did it. This is Bolt Mythalia and stuff. Would not be surprised if that's the play. Yep. Yeah. Didn't really need that. Our hand is all lands. Oh man, Mox Diamond. We can Wasteland and still play the Stoneforge now. Probably discarding this Karakas. What am I Stoneforging for? Sort of Fire and Ice, probably. Seems good against the primarily blue-red deck the opponent has. Man, what a world if they countered this. But, as per usual, my opponent was just going to like spend a minute sitting here with whatever game action I took on the stack. Hey. Sort of Fire and Ice. Wasteland. Fire Blast me. Do it. Take another game action, so we have to wait. Ooh, brainstorm a response. Solid time to brainstorm. Maybe they'll gush afterwards. Maybe they'll Fire Blast me. Nope. Yeah, gonna win on time. And we're also just gonna like win because we're pretty far ahead. Just beating my opponent to death here. Oh god, I'm so tired. Really need to get to bed early today. Thought this league would go faster, but my current opponent is not helping. The last match took a while. 2 matches before that were pretty short, though. Is this round 4? Pretty sure this is round 4. I think we're 1 and 2. I don't remember winning twice. Yeah, we're 1 and 2. Hey, we did it. We got to the beginning of combat. Oh man, we got all the way to my turn. Their Terramanders are nowhere close to being useful. As anemically as this game has gone, I think Terramander is like kind of a big ask for these types of decks. Like, Gurmag Angler costs 2 mana at this point. Like, if my opponent was on Grixis Delver, they could just cast a Gurmag Angler. Currently, their Terramander activation costs 6 mana. Costs 5 and a blue. I think people were talking about Terramander, like, unlocking potential as, like, this Gurmag Angler that you don't have to be in, like, black and stuff. You could possibly play, like, blue-red Delver with it and stuff. I think it is a much bigger ask to get a bunch of instants and sorceries in the grave than just, like, play the game of Magic and, like, fetch and activate a Wasteland. Like, have a creature of yours die or something. Terramander does cost infinitely less black, yeah. I'm just saying it's not as easy as just like, oh, like, Grixis Delver, you don't have to, like, change the deck a lot to adjust casting Gurmag Anglers. But you definitely have to devote your deck towards casting, or, like, activating Terramanders. Was this, like, a true name? Like a Shatter after? Nope. Just fetching a bunch and then preordaining. Gucci is playing a deck so heavy on blue red it has steam vents? What? It's not. Is that not better than like a whatever the tap land is? Not the tap land, the fast land. This feels a lot like my sword's gonna get shattered, but whatever. If they shatter it, we tag them for 2 and port them a bunch. Ooh, that's a good draw. You got a bolt? Nope. I assume this is like a Smash to Smithereens that I've been waiting for the past 4.5 minutes. There we go. Oh, Braid, sure. Man, rookie mistake. I should have played my land so I could just F6 here instead of having to sit here waiting and also needing to do something in my second main. Fucked up real bad. Now we have play equip Jite if they're not careful. Deport them. Continue on with our lives. Oh, they have careful study. Okay, which means they definitely have looting, which means I feel like they're definitely a Phoenix deck. Use the yield until phase thing. Way too lazy for that. Yep, there's an Arclight Phoenix. Wasteland me, do it. I'm playing equipping Jite this turn. Oh, I'm super playing equipping Jite this turn. Ballista. Yeah, Ballista is super not F6 value. That is for sure. I don't want to trade my Ballista for this Terramander, so let's just attack like this. For the record, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Terramander still costs 3 mana to make a 5/5. And also it's dead. You can't do that to a Gurmag Angler. Gurmag Angler is never a 1/1. My opponent had 13 cards in the graveyard. Like what, Thorn and Ping it? I don't know. I feel like I don't care if they just like Arclight me. What's up, Yaz? Thanks for the 10-month resub. Glad you could catch a stream. Alright, good. Blue to Delta concede. Solid line. But yeah, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Terminator activation still costs 2 mana. They had 17 cards in the graveyard. You can cast like 2.5 Gurmag Anglers. Not saying the card isn't playable, because I think it's an interesting. Wow, that was fast. I think it's an interesting option for like decks that don't want to be playing black and want like another Delvery threat. Stupid Moto window. Have you been? Oh, been pretty good. We got pretty sick last week, but I'm back on it. Playing some bullshit today. Man, do I keep this? Do I keep this bullshit? Mox Diamond, discard Plains, Factory, turn 1 Stoneforge Mystic. Show me a Gurmag pitching to Force. We just need a Painter Servant, easy. Discarding the Plains is like probably not super greedy. What do I just grab here in the blind? I only have 2 equipment. One of them is GTA, the other is Sword. I'll just grab GTA. Sword is probably more broadly applicable, but GTA is better with like all this fast mana. Like we drew a Soul Land, or just if we drew any other land, we could just play equip the GTA next turn if we wanted to. Thoughtseize. That's not great. We do get to Wasteland and Containment Priest, though. Brewing nonstop with Vannifar in Modern. Oh, Vannifar seems sweet in Modern. I really like the ability to basically anytime you untap with it, you just like they just die. It is a 4-mana 2/4 that needs to not be Summoning Stick to win, but it seems cool. It seems like the deck I would enjoy playing. Wow, take the Priest. Ooh. Oh, god damn it. The cat unplugged my other monitor here. And just tossed all my windows onto the first monitor. Stupid cat. Oh, my screenshot. I need that. I also need this OBS window. That's probably all I need. Alright. Anyway, what the fuck was I doing after the cat unplugged my shit? Wasteland, play GTA Pass. Could also just attack for 3, but probably not good. I'll just activate the Stoneforge, I think. 1 damage worth, like, getting this thing forced. Probably not. Very value-centric build. Oh yeah, shoot me a list. I've been interested in, like, I want to play it, but I also, like, don't have a lot of time to devote to Moto off of like, streaming. And it seems like a deck that would require a lot of playing and tuning to, like, figure out. One of my buddies is definitely trying to mess around with some of the lists. What are we playing against here? Phoenix is my first thought. Could be Storm, but Storm, I guess Storm doesn't care about the GTA or the Containment Priest. Could be Phoenix. Phoenix would make sense. That's why they took the Priest. Storm. Are we dead? God damn it, stupid cat keeps unplugging my shit. Ugh. Gotta reset everything here. Give me this window. It's the only thing I really need on the other side here. What the heck? They just... Oh, they're playing her like a Thalia or something? Just playing out petals. So I can actually equip and port here, which I like. If I just use this Mox Diamond, discard the Caracas. And then after that, I can start beating down with the factory as well. But I like gaining life. If there's storm, it's like definitely not nothing. Adds to the storm count. Or like makes them need to add to the storm count. Oh yeah, hit me up with that list. Give me instant speed pod? Yeah, please no. So if I don't port, I have lethal next turn. They're at 9. But I really like porting here. Putting them down, assuming they are still Storm, they could be like the 4-color Phoenix deck, but I doubt it. Oh man, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1 off. Wait, instant pawn. There would be actual people in there saying we should ban Whisper. We'd have to ban a lot of things. A lot of the evoke things would be pretty, and there's a lot of stuff that would be busted with instant pod. Oh god, which one is Summoning Sickness? Oh, newly controlled. Okay, cool. I should have just animated the other one first. So this puts them to 5. So this is going to accelerate the clock. So let's gain some more. Let's add some more life padding. So now if they are Storm, they have to like get Storm count of 14 to kill me. We still have lethal in play. And we still get to port them. I mean, this is the turn they have to go off, so I guess they're just sitting here tanking. This makes me think that they're Storm, and I think I was going to board as if they're Storm anyway. Rather than the 4-color Phoenix deck. Especially if they just, like, decide to blow information here and let me know. I feel like it would take quite a bit for them to get out of this one, though. Storm count 14 on a non-Adnaz plan. They put a card on top. Don't do it. Get out of here. Get out of here, dog. They need like a lot of ritual. Oh, alright. The old 5 life ad nauseum. GG. Guess you could hit like 2 more Lotus Petals if you just keep going. And even then. Ooh, second Lion's Eye. Cool, we did it. Now we're 100% sure they're on Storm. I think WotC should unban. Can you not, Cat? She's messing with. Still another bottle cap down there, damn it. This cat loves to just knock around bottle caps. It is the worst. And I now think WotC should unban Pod, Twin, Stoneforge, and Green Zenith, and have receipts on hand of all the people saying Jace, Bitter Boss, and Sort of Meek would break the format when they complain. I think some of those are more unbannable than others. Did I bring in Deckenstone for, like, empty? Probably. So these cards are for sure's, and we could easily just cut 4 Containment Priests. We can also cut the Jite, but we probably want the Batterskull, just for, like, 2 things off of Stoneforge. Ballista's pretty medium. Steel Overseer is pretty medium as well. Overseer can pump Ethersworn out of range of Massacre for whatever that's worth. Also, oh no, we can actually play around Massacre if we need to. Let's bring in Deckenstone, cut. Maybe not. No, we probably want it over something, right? Overseer seems really slow. The deck seems really not terrible against Storm. You just have, like, so many ways to just power out, like, really annoying hate cards. Maybe we can just, like, cut a land. Maybe we just, like, cut a Mishra's Factory. We have 29 mana sources in the deck still. Maybe it was right to put my opponent to 1 instead of, ooh, snap off this hand. Put him to 6, and we have turn 1 Chalice on 1, and, oh yeah, turn 1 Chalice on 1 and Surgical Extraction. How are we gonna lose? I won't leak your tech, Yaz, don't worry. What are we doing on our turn 1? It's just like Slam Chalice, go. I could, like, Surgical a Polluted Delta before I play Chalice, but Surgical's probably fine for if they answer this Chalice. We still have this Surgical going. Next turn we can, like, double Stoneforge. Go get Batterskull and Sword. And we can play and equip the Sword after that or something. I can F6, I don't know why I'm sitting here. Until I get a handy Dig of Dirt to ruin you. Of course. Ah, the classic. This is probably like building Graveyard towards the Cabals. Let's see, we just planes. Actually, I was probably supposed to Mox Diamond. I literally talked about that as we were going to sideboard. Is like, I can play around Massacre. But whatever. We'd almost hardcast a Batterskull if they Massacre my 2 Stoneforges. Alright. Free to F6 to our heart's content. But yeah, I'm gonna feel like a total idiot when my opponent massacres me and we have no clock. Yeah, well. Never mind, I guess. Hit him with the sword. Beat down time. Yeah, this definitely seems like it's good if you want to beat up Storm, specifically. We cannot cast anything. Might as well play Port, because it's more important than getting a Mox Diamond out. But yeah, after we get this recipes down, it should be pretty close to GG's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so we can rip and put in Batterskull next turn, or rip and Port. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in play. So if we attack for 5, put them to 9, we'll have lethal with the Batterskull next turn, so rip Batterskull's probably better. GG's, no, small, wait. Thanks for the dad jokes, yes. You can also just like draw Thalia's or Wrath of Swords or whatever. Alright. Sure. Rip the opponent's hopes and dreams. Wait. Is playing this right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It actually like makes it not lethal. And it turns off both their fetches. Just play the dang Thalia. I just want to cast Thalia. Sue me. Yeah, they're dead. Turns out they can't beat Chalice on one Rest of Peace Thalia. We did it. We 3-1 or 3-2'd. What are these? What does that say? No, it doesn't. Can I zoom in on this? Premium card odds approximately 1 in 56. Huh, that's weird. They're like legally required to put that on there now or something? But anyway. Thanks, Yas. Yas now dad of the stream confirmed. So anyway, let's talk about this deck for a little bit before and by a little bit I mean a very little bit because I want to go to bed. But I think ultimately this deck is fine. It's just like it's just a white stompy deck. I think Steel Overseer is the worst card in the deck though. And because of that, it feels like you're just playing like bad White Eldrazi. Like most of these cards you can still play in a White Eldrazi deck. Thalia, Walking Ballista, Chalice of the Void, like Mox Diamond lands. You're just not playing like you took Thought-Knot Seers and Reality Smashers out and you put in like Steel Overseers and some main deck hate cards like 4 Containment Priests, which I boarded out like every matchup. Why the hell are there Overseers in here? If this is a list that Matt Soul played, you do have a large number of artifact creatures. You have like 8, 12, 13, 14 with the factories. And I think the main idea is that like Ballista Overseer is insane in all the fair matchups. This is just a list I totally yanked from the 5-0 list that Matt Soul played a couple weeks ago. But anyway, overall, yeah, you're just playing like clunky hate bears instead of like powerful Eldrazi. Like, Containment Priest was super narrow, especially with no main deck ways to abuse its ability. You have some sideboard displacers to combo with it, but unless you're playing as Reanimator or Green Sun deck, this Containment Priest is just a flash 2/2. Like, Aethersworn Cannon isn't horrible as a main deck card, but I feel like overall I'd just rather be casting, like, Thought-Knot Seers and stuff. Your mana's probably, like, a little bit better. If there's Containment Priest, yeah, the displacers are in the side for the combo, but you literally just have 4 main deck Containment Priests, and you're just hoping to queue into graveyard decks, I guess. But the combo matchup seems great, specifically the Storm matchup. Storm matchup seems very hard to lose. Post board, you have 2 Canonist, 4 Thalia, 2 Thorn, 4 Chalice, 1 Rest in Peace, 1 Surgical. But anyway. Yeah, I think Steel Overseer kind of sucks. I think if you want to play Ballista, you can just like play Ballista and Soul Lands. Just like play Ballista in White Eldrazi. What does a White Eldrazi deck list look like? Cat's ruined my dashboard stuff. Let's look at the Legacy White Eldrazi deck list here. Here we go. This is a colorless Eldrazi deck. Damn it. Wait, no, wait, it isn't? It's got Thalias? I'm blind. This is definitely a White Eldrazi list. How come Steel Stompy stopped being a thing all of a sudden? I think it's just like a bad... You're just like the worst Stompy deck. If you're going to play a colorless Stompy deck, I think just Eldrazi are more powerful. And if you're going to play a colored Stompy deck, then like you're not playing Steel Stompy already. I've never liked Steel Stompy. I think it's like pretty bad compared to the other Chalice of the Void decks. Especially because like playing an extra color is so free if you're not doing something crazy like playing Eldrazi Soul Lands. Like, this is a Legacy... This is a Steel Stompy deck that just like splashed white for better hate cards. But anyway, you have like Thalia, Displacer, Thought-Knot, Smasher. You don't play the Stoneforge package. This list specifically that I just randomly pulled up. Yeah, this one plays like Stoneforge package in the sideboard, which like seems totally fine. Ooh, my stream just fucking died. Wait, it's back? Oh, we're back, okay. Frame rate seems to be tanking though, so I'll wrap it up quick. But yeah, I think that, yeah, this is mostly just like weird. I always thought it was, yeah, I don't know. I was just never a fan. It just felt like a, I don't know, just kind of a weak Chalice deck. You're just playing not very strong cards. Like this deck. This deck was not playing very strong cards. A lot of like super situational cards that weren't very powerful. We lost a game because my opponent like played a Tarmogoyf and we drew a bunch of 2/2s and couldn't do anything. And that's one of the things I noted early, like when I was analyzing the deck list at the beginning, is that this deck has no finisher. Your finisher is like play a big Ballista or put equipment on things and hope that carries it. There's no top end. There's nothing over here. You play Hate Bears and hope that they carry you over the finish line. Which I don't think is the greatest strategy. I think your grinding matchups are probably not great with this deck. You're really banking on stuff like Chalice to dig you out of the hole against stuff like Miracles, or especially stuff like Grixis. The Grixis matchup with this deck does not seem super great. Probably explains the stuff like Crucible, Ghost Quarter, and Kelderon Outpost. And Palace Jailer and stuff. But anyway, enough about me ranting about this deck. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I like playing a Soul Land Chalice deck, and I might try to like fine-tune something more feasible. I might just like try White Eldrazi out for a spin. We'll see how I'm feeling. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you had a good time. If you want to support the channel, you can follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows are totally free, help you know I'm going live. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote. And donations get, if you want to have me play a donation deck list, the details for that are down below. So that pretty much sums everything up. Links for YouTube and Twitter are also down below. I'm just kind of doing a shortened outro here. But yeah, Kelderon Outpost. Busted. I did think this card was like pretty good against Grixis. People were trying to like tech for the Grixis matchup with the original Death and Taxes. I was like, how does Grixis beat this card? They don't. But it's probably bad, worse than Howled Spirit Keeper. Anyway, see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody. Oh wait, hang on, I need to host someone. Not ending the stream yet. Almost forgot to host. 4 people playing Legacy. Legacy Terramander. Oh man, I hope this isn't the guy that I beat and was like shit talking Terramander. This is just an Arclight Phoenix deck. Is it playing Terramanders? No, he's just playing Grixis Arclight. Anyway, whatever. Catch you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one.